So my name is Darren Gertis. I'm just a professor who thought that I would review how students and others are talking about cheating with ChatGPT. So if you want to hear how a professor filters what they see, because, we watch this stuff too, as I'm revising my assignments, I thought, hey, I should be seeing how they're saying they're talking about cheating on chat with ChatGPT. So here we go, and I'll stop periodically. By the way, this is just for educational purposes, and I'm trying to interact with the video. This is not my own video.
Students are cheating with artificial intelligence, and it makes me wish that I was back in school because I would have cheated on every single assignment and gotten away with it.
I don't think you would have gotten away with it, and I think you just panched yourself before the world saying that you would just cheat about everything. That's not the smartest thing to say.
This brand new tool is called ChatGPT. It's basically an artificial intelligence that you can ask any question to in any format, and it will spit out the exact response.
Well, not exactly the exact response. And in fact, most of my students get caught, and I've failed 7 students in the last 3 weeks with using ChatGPT because the responses don't come out like you think they would.
In fact, this actual intro that I was just recording was actually given to me by ChatGPT. That's a plot twist.
Great plot twist.
I'm joking. No, it wasn't. That was all just me freestyling off the top of my head. I swear to God, that was not artificial intelligence. I'm not joking. I swear. So with this tool, you can literally type in
Wow, that's impressive.
something like, "Write me a script as if I was the YouTuber I Am Lucid and make it about artificial intelligence," and then it would spit out a full-on video script with the title, and it would give you a full brand new creative idea out of nowhere. My job is about to get real easy. I mean, the hardest part of my job, boy, is going to be. So this artificial intelligence can actually and is actually helping students cheat on their tests. It's causing a lot.
And it's unfortunate that they're also failing out of school. I mean, I've failed assignments, I've failed students out of my course, and we've seen students fail out of the university because they've decided to use this method. So I'm telling you, just be warned.
Lot of raised eyebrows, and I'm not encouraging this, by the way. This is actually
You are encouraging this. You're absolutely encouraging this. Hey, isn't this a great thing? Don't do it.
This content according to the YouTube monetization policy. So I'm saying you should never do this. I would never do such a thing. I would never encourage.
You just admitted that you would do this all day long and on all your assignments. So you should be demonetized for this.
Such a thing. Who would ever? I even made a community post on this channel asking my subscribers, have you guys ever used ChatGPT to cheat on your test? And I've gotten many emails of them saying, yes, we have. And they all came back with A+, like straight A's. Not anybody got lower than an A that's messaged me. Like this person right here says, I created an...
In my classes, you get an F. So, and more professors are catching on, so it's not a good idea.
Account, reluctantly put my email, password, along with a phone number. I started asking them about basic questions related to upcoming history paper that I had to write for my finals. I was blown away by how fast and accurately the responses were generated.
Okay, how accurately they're generated. So ChatGPT writes in a vague way with a certain style that is most professors can see. So this is not the greatest idea.
Instantly knew that this tool would help me earn full marks. It was only a matter of time before I submitted my final essay. The grades came back and I got an A+. My teacher was...
And that's because in the early iterations, professors weren't looking for this yet. Now we are.
Probably surprised because I'm generally a low A to B range student. However, I immediately felt guilty for what I had done. ChatGPT hadn't just helped me with my final, it had written the entire thing for me. It made sure it didn't leave any traces of plagiarism either. So that's how powerful this tool is.
By the way, we have plagiarism monitors now, not just Turnitin. Turnitin does a good job with the AI score. There's other filters as well, and I use multiple filters before I prosecute anyone for cheating.
Ask it the question in a certain way, it can make it seem like it's not a bot that's answering the question. However, there are a couple of sites that actually do check if you were using this bot, and teachers are going to be checking onto this really, really soon. So
we're here. Surprise!
2 sites, and oh god, this is gonna be really bad. So this first site is called detectchatgpt.com. You literally just paste in the answer that you got, and it can check if it was made by a bot or not. Now, this answer that I got right here was actually made by a bot, so I'm gonna press check, and it's gonna say we estimate a 99.97 probability that this text was generated by ChatGPT or another GPT variant. So it can tell with like almost extreme precision that this was written by artificial intelligence.
And that's not even one that I use.
I know what you're thinking, and yes, it does work, because if you change up just a few words, paraphrase a few sentences, whatnot, and then you put it back into this
Don't do it, because I still, even when they paraphrase, the ones that were most shocked that I got caught cheating were the ones that like, what? But I used my own words. Doesn't work so smoothly.
detect ChatGPT genius, then it 8.2% probability of this text being generated by ChatGPT. So all I did was change up a few words and make it seem a little bit less sophisticated with the vocabulary that it was using. I kind of dumbed it down just a little bit, and then I pasted it back in here, and it had no idea that it was about that actually wrote this. So this is actually lethal, dog. Because if any of these teachers thought
it's lethal to your grade when you come into the right professor's class, be very careful.
That we can just have a checker verify if they're using ChatGPT, if they just change up a few words, the teachers, you guys are screwed. You can't stop this. There is a second detector by
And he's right. We can't stop this, but we can alter our assignments to make it more difficult for ChatGPT, which is what I've been doing right now.
HuggingFace.co with pretty much the same accuracy. This one says that there was a 0.08 chance that what I pasted in here was written by a human being, and it was right. This was totally fake. If I change up the words just a little bit, paraphrase, you know how you just copy off your friend in school, but you change up a few words to make it seem like you're
Don't do it.
That works with this, because now it says there's a 99.72% chance that a human being wrote this, and I just changed a few words. Now it's
and I failed a student who did something very similar to that, and professors are catching on.
Funny that we have this text so accessible, because one time in high school, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If you're watching this, my old teacher.
Oh, did you cheat in high school too? Shocking.
Name started with a J. You know who you are. You made us write an assignment of some shit I did not want to write about for the life of me. It was like 50 summative points or even more. My whole grade depended on this assignment. So I hired somebody from some other site I'm not going to say the name of. I paid him like $65 to write this assignment for me, and you gave me a D. It's lucid cross. Like I literally almost failed the class because this person wrote this assignment and it didn't end up turning out to exactly what you wanted. So
no,
now
you almost failed the class because you didn't put the work in. You paid somebody else to do it. You still don't have the knowledge. And you think you scammed the system. You cheated yourself.
The fact that you don't have to pay any more money for this, and it seems like it's from a real human being, I wonder what you're going to do to any of these kids that have you as a teacher now. Like, you're screwed, my boy. Now, one of my subscribers is a big brain. This is probably the most genius thing I've seen in my entire life. And me teaching you this, I'm not encouraging this, by the way. I'm just showing you what
you are encouraging
what's possible. Okay, don't do this. So you see how at school they have like the Chromebooks and the laptops and computers at school, and you can't really be going on like other sites during a test time. What my subscriber did was he actually downloaded the ChatGPT Chromebook extension that was made by, I'm not going to say the name. And it's basically a mini version of ChatGPT that's right in your browser at any given moment, right? So you'd have to go to the actual site and look kind of sus in front of your teacher. So he said that I basically changed the image of the extension to make it look like it's Grammarly, so teachers don't expect anything. Now this is
and now we're all aware of Grammarly, and I failed someone who used Grammarly recently because Grammarly's AI was doing too much for that. So don't do this.
Genius tip actually reminds me of the time that I cheated when I was in freshman. Man, I cheated a lot back in school, my boy. But in freshman year of high school, on the Chromebooks, we're taking a test in history class. My teacher last name started with an S. I remember you. I'm not going to forget. And I pressed on a Chrome hotkey that basically opened up a search bar, like a mini search bar from within my screen, and it didn't open up a whole brand new tab. So I can quickly open that up. I typed in each question that I had on the test, pressed enter, and then quickly closed it with a different hotkey. And she had no idea because I had it in an incognito browser and there showed no history on it. So knowing that I did that and it took so long to kind of cheat and work my way through, this guy made a custom Chrome extension, changed the name on it, and has a artificial intelligence.
So you don't cheat, but this is all about cheating, and you're not encouraging that. Okay, look, this is just all bad. If you're listening to me, understand that your teachers and professors are paying attention to it just like I am. This guy's advice is going to backfire. He will not pay. He's getting YouTube monetization for doing this, and you're going to fail your test. Okay, we'll see how this all plays out for you. If you want more of this, I'm going to be reviewing more and more and more of these videos over time. Thank you for your time.